The stars above Earth had never seemed so distant, so cold. For centuries, humanity had gazed at them, wondering if they were alone in the universe. But when the aliens arrived, they didn't come as conquerors or saviors. They came as refugees. The Krylosians were a peaceful, advanced species fleeing the destruction of their homeworld. Their ships, sleek and shimmering like liquid silver, descended onto Earth's surface, and for the first time, humans stood face to face with beings from another world. Among the Krylosians was a young scientist named Lyra. With her iridescent skin, luminous violet eyes, and delicate, elongated limbs, she was both mesmerizing and otherworldly. Lyra had dedicated her life to studying xenobiology, and Earth's diverse ecosystems fascinated her. But it wasn't the planet that would change her life forever. It was a human named Daniel. Daniel Carter was a botanist working in the Amazon rainforest when the Krylosians arrived. He had always been a man of science, grounded in facts and logic. But the moment he saw Lyra, something inside him shifted. She was unlike anyone or anything he had ever encountered. Their first meeting was accidental. Lyra had been collecting plant samples near Daniel's research station when she stumbled upon him. Startled, she dropped her scanner, and it rolled to his feet. Daniel picked it up, his eyes widening as he took in her ethereal appearance. I think this is yours, he said, holding out the device. Lyra tilted her head, studying him with curiosity. Thank you, she replied, her voice melodic and tinged with an accent that sounded like a blend of wind chimes and distant thunder. They stood there for a moment, two beings from different worlds, unsure of what to say. Finally, Daniel broke the silence. I'm Daniel. I study plants. Well, Earth plants anyway. I am Lyra, she said, her lips curling into a soft smile. I study life. All life. From that moment on, their paths seemed destined to cross. Lyra began visiting Daniel's research station, eager to learn about Earth's flora. In return, she shared stories of her homeworld, its towering crystal forests, and bioluminescent oceans. Daniel found himself captivated not just by her knowledge, but by her kindness, her curiosity, and the way her eyes lit up when she spoke about the stars. As weeks turned into months, their friendship deepened. They spent hours together, exploring the rainforest, exchanging ideas, and laughing at each other's jokes, even when they didn't fully understand them. Lyra was fascinated by Daniel's passion for his work, while Daniel admired Lyra's unwavering optimism, despite the loss of her home. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, they sat by a riverbank. The air was filled with the sounds of chirping crickets and rustling leaves. Do you ever miss your home? Daniel asked, his voice soft. Lyra's gaze drifted to the stars. Every day, she admitted. But Earth has become a second home to me. I have found something here that I never expected. What's that? She turned to him, her violet eyes glowing softly in the twilight. You! Daniel's heart skipped a beat. He had never imagined that someone like Lyra could feel the same way he did. Lyra, Before he could finish, she reached out and gently touched his hand. Her skin was cool and smooth, and a shiver ran down his spine. Daniel, you have shown me the beauty of this world, and of your heart. I think I am falling in love with you. The words hung in the air, fragile and profound. Daniel felt a surge of emotions he couldn't quite name. He had always believed love was a human experience, something bound by the limits of their species. But in that moment, he realized that love transcended worlds, languages, and even biology. Lyra, he whispered, his voice trembling. I think I'm falling in love with you too. Their love was not without challenges. Many humans feared the Krylosians, seeing them as intruders. Others were fascinated but wary, unsure of how to coexist with beings so different from themselves. Lyra and Daniel faced prejudice and skepticism, but their bond only grew stronger. One day, Lyra received devastating news. The Krylosian Council had decided to leave Earth and continue their journey to a new home among the stars. The planet's ecosystems were too fragile to support both species indefinitely, and the Krylosians did not want to burden humanity. "I have to go," Lyra told Daniel, tears glistening in her eyes. "My people need me." Daniel's heart shattered. He had known this day might come, but he wasn't ready to say goodbye. "Lyra, I don't know how to live without you." She cupped his face in her hands, her touch gentle yet firm. "You are the strongest person I know, Daniel. You have shown me what it means to love, to hope, to dream. That will always be a part of me, no matter where I go." The day of the Krylosians' departure arrived. Daniel stood at the edge of the landing site, watching as Lyra boarded her ship. She turned to him one last time, her eyes filled with sorrow and love. "Goodbye, Daniel," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Goodbye, Lyra," he replied, his voice breaking. As the ships ascended into the sky, Daniel felt a piece of his soul being torn away. But as he gazed at the stars, he realized that Lyra had given him something priceless, a reminder that love knows no boundaries, not even those of time and space. Years passed, and Daniel continued his work, but he never forgot Lyra. He often wondered if she was looking at the same stars, thinking of him. One night, as he sat beneath the vast expanse of the night sky, he saw a faint light streaking across the heavens. It grew brighter and brighter until it landed in a clearing nearby. His heart raced as he approached the site. The ship's hatch opened, and there she was, Lyra, as radiant as ever. "Daniel," she said, her voice filled with joy. "Lyra," he breathed, hardly believing his eyes. She stepped forward and took his hands in hers. "I couldn't stay away. My people have found a new home, but my heart has always been here with you." Tears streamed down Daniel's face as he pulled her into a tight embrace. In that moment, he knew that love had found him again, across the vastness of the universe. Epilogue. Lyra and Daniel spent the rest of their lives together, bridging the gap between their worlds. Their love became a symbol of hope and unity, proving that even in the face of unimaginable differences, two souls could find each other and create something beautiful. And as they stood beneath the stars, hand in hand, they knew that love was the most powerful force in the universe, a force that could transcend galaxies, defy time, and touch the hearts of beings from worlds apart.